We'd like to go back to Mississippi.
Sure, yes.
And Fannie Lou Hamer.
Yes.
Who you met when you were, I guess, a teenager.
I met Fannie Lou Hamer when I was a teenager, yes.
And she was working for SNCC.
She was working for SNCC, that's correct. She was a field secretary.
And I don't know if I mentioned to you that one of the women that I interviewed, her name is Margaret Wiseman.
You mentioned that.
Yes. Was very proud to have been among several people who freed Fannie Lou Hamer from that plantation. Can you say more about Fannie Lou Hamer, what you thought about her? Things about her perhaps that people don't know?
So much has been written about her. I can imagine that people who are familiar with the movement would not know. This woman was so courageous, and she was so tireless, and she would do anything for anybody. I can remember lots of times when we would be, if we were driving up into the Mississippi Delta and heading up to Greenwood and Indianola, you always stopped in Ruleville to see Fannie Lou and have a meal at Fannie Lou's house. But you could see her just totally exhausted. Feet swollen, sitting, soaking her feet, and the phone would ring and somebody would need something. And as tired as she was, she would dry her feet and she would go and she would do it. That was the kind of spirit she had. And it is just something to be in her presence. I mean, to hear her talk. I mean, she had this voice and this way of talking. And she also had these eyes. Fannie Lou Hamer had these eyes that were just so huge and bright, and the big lidded eyes. She was very distinctive in that way. But she knew so much. She had so many lessons to share. And if you knew her story, it was enough to keep you going. I mean, how could you not? Because she continued to go.